With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Turn 5 Motorsports drivers hit to the dirt tracks, but we're going to go left and right and up above some hills tonight. It's the Pro 4 trucks at Bark River. This is going to be some crazy action-packed racing going on here tonight. Drivers going to be slipping, sliding through the corners, trying to make these jumps and pin the cars around the corners. Cars, I should say, trucks around the corner. There you can see some of your track information. A 1.3 mile stadium truck track here at Bark River. Cool evening here tonight, under 70 degrees, so drivers going to be able to get a little more horsepower out of these machines, keep the engines a little bit on the lower end of the temperature scale. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. And speaking of trackside, let's head to some of your qualifying times over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Fast Man and Happy Hour, the 06 of Shane Donnelly. He's going to run a 1:14.84. Absolutely lights out for that qualifying lap, even faster than what he was running in Happy Hour. Bandit in the 19 right behind him. Those two were mixing it up in Happy Hour as your fast two in the field, and they're going to have some qualifying pace as well. Mark Axelson, a good third position for his qualifying effort so far, with just about 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Several drivers yet to lay down their time lapse. Frenchie, Fittig, Gutman, Lewis, Tommy D, Jason Rumey all left to run a qualifying time. We've got it looks to be about 11 or 12 drivers here tonight for race number 5 with the Reloptix.com Beef Jerky Unlimited Turn 5 Motorsports drivers. And once again, this is a little out of the norm, a little out of the realm of some of these guys, but they're still out there giving it their all, trying to get everything they can. Every point matters when it adds up for the championship. So who's going to be the first to conquer the dirt road courses here this season? There you go, getting a little bit of a glimpse at that 87 of Jason Rumey as he struggles to get around the corner. The 87, a little bit of a rough go through that corner on his up-to-speed lap. It's going to be hard-pressed for Rumey to turn in a lap time. And there you go, he'll come up and across the start-finish line and begin his first-time lap here at Bark River. Oh, that's not where you want to go. Can't park there, sir. That is not the parking lot. The fans got to park outside of the racetrack. So do you. And with that being said, that's pretty much going to put an end to qualifying here with that 06 of Shane Donnelly backing up his pole position, or his top spot in happy hour, backing it up with a pole position. Bandit right there, nipping at his heels. As we already mentioned, that 06 and the 19, they were mixing things up pretty heavily. Some of the fastest drivers in happy hour. And man, we're going to get ready for some heat racing, huh? Heat racing underway here in just a handful of moments. Drivers going to get themselves ready to strap in to the trucks, and we're going to get ready to go racing here at Bark River. You know, something interesting as well. I mean, you got to think about road course rules, right? On the asphalt, on the pavement, when we go to these tracks like Watkins Glen, Sonoma, even Circuit of the Americas, maybe Road Atlanta, maybe even VIR, maybe that's your cup of tea. How about Mid-Ohio Sports? That's a beautiful track as well, but as road course racers know, there's only local yellows. There are no full course cautions. So if a driver has some trouble here, gotta wonder how detrimental it's going to be to him. I mean, it's going to be, I would say, pretty drastic. And just like that, qualifying going to come to a close. Shane Donnelly going to take the top spot, so he will roll off on the inside of row number 1 as the first heat race begins to take shape. We'll get a little closer to the track. What do you say behind that iRacing pace truck? And as these drivers get ready to lay down some laps for the first time here tonight at Bark River in heat race number 1, let's run down your starting lineup here in heat race number 1, brought to you by Reloptix.com, the 06 of Shane Donnelly, and that In-N-Out Burger 06. Great qualifying effort will put him in control of the start. 76 of Mark Axelson just to his outside. Back in row 2, the 6 of Steve Law, and the 4 of Timothy Lewis. 003 of Gutman and Jason Rumey will round out row number 3. And this will determine their starting spots here tonight. Everybody going to move on from the heat race. And we're going to get ready to drop the hammer here. Coming around the final few corners. Drivers getting ready for it. We'll come around these last handful of corners and get ready to take the whole shot here. Everybody trying to keep pace with that In-N-Out 06 of Shane Donnelly as we get ready to drop the hammer. And here we go. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight for the Turn 5 Motorsports Beef Jerky Unlimited. Is it a road rally? Dirt rally? I don't know. I don't know what kind of rally. We're racing on dirt, and we're in the Pro 4 trucks here tonight. I don't know what you want to call it. I do believe... I know there is a specific name for them. I know there is because I've actually been to the dirt track at Charlotte to watch them a handful of years ago. But nonetheless, that 06 absolutely checking out already, a 1.2 second advantage here with 5 laps to go. Just a short 5-lap shootout in these heat racing, and it's going to test these drivers to put together 5 solid, straight, consistent laps already. Drivers walking away from each other at the front. We'll stay right here for a moment with the iRacing sponsored number 4 machine. As we've got one driver off track, that's going to be Mark Axelson. There you can see him trying to recover, trying to get back underway. Jason Rumey with some trouble as well. The Hooters number 87 of Rumey off track. He's going to stay back in the 6th position. Meanwhile, front of the field, Shane Donnelly stepping away. 3.9 second advantage for Donnelly as Tim Lewis has a little bit of issues. He's going to come across the start and finish line this time around 4.3 seconds back. The iRacing sponsored number 4, 003 of Gutman, started back in 5th, now running in 3rd, making his way up through the field. Great run so far here for the Toyota TRD, a racing sponsored 003 of Gutman. What a run by him already. Moving back in the field though, Mark Axelson dropping 3 positions, now picking 1 back up. He's going to go to the inside through the corner on Steve Law. The 76 going to take and put his Pro 4 truck back inside of a top 5 position. He's going to look to run down 3rd and move back towards the front of this field. 4 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. We're going to have a second heat race coming at you here in just a handful of moments, so don't go anywhere. Don't forget your popcorn. Don't forget your sodas. We've got some more great Pro 4 Stadium truck action here from Park River tonight with the Turn 5 Motorsports. Just listen to these trucks rip around the track. I mean, absolutely getting it out there. Out front, 115.50 last time around for your race leader. We'll take a look back here as they all come across the screen, all come across the camera. There you can see Rumey in that Hooters 87 a little bit behind the 8 ball now. He's all the way about, I do believe there it is, 18 seconds back, so well off pace here is a Rumey, but still out there giving it his all. You got to give credit where credit is due. Had the opportunity to jump in the Turn 3 Pro 4 truck earlier here today, and needless to say, they're replacing a few body parts and suspension parts on that machine. I gave it a pretty good beating. Close battle here, 2nd, 3rd, 4th on the racetrack. There you can see them all nose to tail, all coming back across the start and finish line. 3 laps remaining with Donnelly well in hand here tonight. 11-second advantage for Donnelly. Nothing's going to stop him at this point unless he has a massive, massive wreck. Great action right here. Lewis Gutman trying to hold off Mark Axelson. Axelson started near the front, had an off-track moment, was able to corral the truck and get it headed back in the right direction, and he is on fire right now. Look at it, man, sending that thing. Oh boy, the 003, big trouble here for Gutman. He's going to have a spin, a little bit of a topsy-turvy moment for him, and whoa, we've got a driver up and over. Timothy Lewis on his lid. Turtling out there, that's never good. Let's check the replay. Let's see what happened with the Beef Jerky Unlimited replay here. Heat race number 1. There's the iRacing number 4 going across. And a little bit of contact. A little bit of contact there. Axelson's going to send him flying up the racetrack and into the guardrail, and he'll turtle for a moment. Give us our best Leonardo impression. And there you go. That's going to pretty much put an end to his heat race. He'll have to wait for some redemption in the feature event here tonight. 11 laps scheduled in the feature event. We're going to have heat race number 2 coming at you here in just a handful of moments. White flag going to fly. Final lap around the track for that race leader to the 06 In-N-Out Burger machine of Shane Donnelly. Donnelly with a 14+ second advantage. He is absolutely gone on the field right now. Mark Axelson going to run in second with the 003 of Gutman even after that contact. And a little bit of a hit with the Armco barrier. Gutman going to be able to run in third. Steve Law going to pick up fourth. Jason Roumet going to round out that top five with Timothy Lewis. Trouble turtled on the track, and Lewis going to finish in the final spot here in heat race number 1. The 4 will finish in 6th as the In-N-Out Burger Pro 4 truck comes off of the final corner. He'll cross the start-finish line. Or we apologize, that's not the start-finish line. He's going to have the start-finish line right here. Here we go, coming up and over. And this time around over this corner and jump, we'll see the checkered flag fly, and the 06 machine walks away with the checkered flag here in heat race number 1. Job well done. There it is. It's now official. It's now in the bag. And Shane Donnelly walks away with the top spot here in heat race number 1. We're going to step back from the track as drivers going to get ready to jump on board and in their trucks for heat race number 2. Hot and heavy. Quick action here tonight from Bark River. It's coming right back at you. The track will fall silent for a moment as drivers going to get prepared and ready to go racing, ready to get themselves to the starting grid for heat race number 2. Drivers to the trucks now being heard over the radios here at trackside, so we will see these guys line up momentarily. And I mean, what a mix of bags. I mean, what a mix. You know what I'm saying? These guys from the ARCA cars to the Pro 4 trucks. They were in the Wheel and Tour modified machines a handful of weeks ago as well. How about the Pro Mazda 2000? Or the USF 2000s, I apologize. Open wheel machines. I mean, these guys jumping in and out of cars, out of their realm, out of their norm, and there they go. Again, never disappointing. Gonna jump in a truck, in a stadium truck, and get out there after it. A little bit of a nod to Jimmy Johnson, if you will, coming from that stadium truck background, winning a handful of championships before jumping inside the hard tin tops. We'll see who can give their biggest or best Jimmy Johnson impression here tonight from Bark River. And just like that, we're going to see heat race number 2 get ready to roll off the starting grid. Driver that took second in qualifying, going to start from the front row. And we'll jump closer to the track. What do you say? There you can see them all lining up, all ready to go inside of that Dodge Worn Out Racers Beef Jerky Unlimited number 19. Bandit going to roll off from the top spot. He'll lead the field to the green flag as your starting lineup looks a little something like this for heat race number 2. Ethan Wilson, the 49, going to start just to his outside of that General Tire Pro 4 truck. Sheldon Fittick right there in third. Frenchie going to take the 4th position as Tommy D unable to get his truck started and get out there on the track. So only 5 drivers here in heat race number 2. And we're going to set the rest of the field here tonight for the feature event at Bark River. 5 laps here in heat race number 2 to determine who will start in those even-numbered positions for tonight's feature event. And here we go. We're going to get ready to drop the hammer once again. So what do you say we get rid of your starting lineup and wait for these drivers to hit the gas, nail the loud pedal, and get underway here from Bark River tonight. Coming around the final few corners, and we're going to get ready to drop the hammer here on heat race number 2. And just like that, green flag flies for the first time here in heat race number 2. Already with a big push, the Reloptix Number 41 of Sheldon Fittig leaning on the back end of that 49 of Ethan Wilson. These two are going to go at it for second and third, while your top spot walks away. The 19 of Bandit already to a 1 second advantage. We'll drop that timing and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen once again for you. There you can see everybody chasing after Bandit at the front. Just look at those suspensions bending, bouncing, rolling over. A lot of great action out here tonight. And I tell you what, we were going to wait until the feature event to bring you Fittig almost up and over to bring you some of the great camera shots, but it's a little too, well, we don't want to say too juicy, but it's a little too good not to bring you inside of the truck right here, running with Sheldon Fittig. Our turn 3 gyro cam on board of this Pro 4 machine as he chases after the 49 of Ethan Wilson. A lot of opportunities for drivers to make mistakes, so there is a lot at stake lap after lap, and that's just what it looks like from the inside of this 41 machine of Sheldon Fittig. Let's go back to your race leader. Where's Bandit at? There he is, coming up out of the corner. Gotta hit the little double jump here. Would probably be easily cleared on a dirt bike, but these heavier Pro 4 machines not able to quite make and clear that in one shot. And look at the hang time out of that Dodge. I think they're going to call that the Dodge hang time. I mean, they got the Hellcat right. Why not have the hang time? Just saying. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Going to take a look off of the tail end of your race leader. There you can see yet another beautiful camera shot here, looking over those fans, keeping the engines cool here on that 19 Beef Jerky Unlimited worn out racers. Number 19 of Bandit stepping away. 4 second advantage now for Bandit. Gap slowly starting to develop from second and third. Sheldon Fittig starting to distance himself from Ethan Wilson. We'll go back, check out, and see what Wilson's doing back here. There you can see the General Tire machine making a jump up and over, and whoa! Camera's pointed at the sky here. Onboard camera shot just above that left front tire on the hood there. And yet another great camera shot here from a Bark River. All the drivers and crews letting us put some great cameras out there. We've got a handful more that we're going to try to bring you throughout tonight's broadcast, but a beautiful, beautiful camera shot there as everybody making their way around the track. Nobody with really any trouble to speak of here in heat race number 2. Heat race number 1 had a little bit more just as I say that. Ethan Wilson gonna eat the guardrail. Just as we said that, Ethan Wilson going to eat a little bit of the guardrail in that 49 machine. Frenchie trying to close in on him. There you can see well off of the pace. Sheldon Fittig now trying to close in on Bandit. He hasn't let this 19 get away. Very interesting. This could get good. Did you hear that engine just singing, man? I'm telling you, these guys giving it their all here. Bandit trying to keep it out front. Fittig trying to run them down. Show these guys that, hey, I can get it done in these machines as well. The Reloptix.com. Number 41 of Fittig looking to get back to victory lane for the second time this season. Can he be your first and only two-time winner this season? I believe he's got a pretty good shot at it here. If he can take that top spot away, he will start outside pole position, but for now, looks like he's going to be relegated to the 4th overall starting position. Running second in heat race number 2, coming off of the corner, we'll head. We'll head into the back half of the track, and there he is. He's caught him. He has caught him. Sheldon Fittig has run him down. He's got his hands full now on that 19 machine as Fittig begins to close in. We'll get ready to cross the line. A handful of more corners. There it is. White flag gonna fly. We've got a battle for the top spot here in heat race number 2, coming to the final lap, up and over the first few corners. Can Fittig close in time? Can Sheldon Fittig find a way to put the 41 Reloptix.com Pro 4 truck up in the top spot, trying to run down that Dodge? Does the bow tie have it in him to get the job done here tonight? Ooh, sailing over that corner down into a tight right-hander. Big slide here. Fittig gonna try to lay down the power, not gonna quite get there. Oh, they touch contact. Fittig around the outside. More contact from Bandit on the inside. That's gonna force Fittig to the high side, almost into that barrier. Oh my gosh. Slinging the mud here at Bark River, and Fittig gonna slide job into the corner. He's not gonna clear him, but he's gonna take the position away. The 19 of Bandit led almost every single lap, and here it is. Fittig looks to lead the final lap here in heat race number 2, coming around the final few corners, and here we go. Checkered flag will fly, and Sheldon Fittig gonna take heat race number 2 win here from Bark River. Man, what a run, what a go there for Fittig. Dug and dug and dug until he got there, and then raced his guts out. Put him up on the dash and kept on driving. Great run there by the Reloptix.com number 41. Sheldon Fittig looks like he should be rolling outside pole position after winning heat race number 2. And what a night in store for us here tonight. Things going to get sorted out for your running order. Drivers going to take a brief moment, get themselves ready to go for tonight's 11-lap feature event. We're going to step away from the track for a brief commercial break, then head trackside for the national anthem and your starting lineup. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
In. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Turn 5 Motorsports Reloptix.com Beef Jerky Unlimited Pro 4 Stadium Truck Race here at Bark River, taking the top spot, snatching heat race number 1, the 06 of Shane Donnelly. Sheldon Fiddick grabbing heat race number 2's win, and he will roll off in second. Mark Axelson and Bandit back in row 2, row 3. Gutman and Wilson, followed by Steve Law and Frenchie. Jason Roumet, Timothy Lewis will round out the field. Tommy D unable to fire up his machine again out there on the track, and that's gonna do it for your running order as we get ready to drop the hammer around the final corners here, and drivers gonna hit the loud pedal, and we'll get ready to go green flag racing from Bark River for the first time in the Pro 4s. The Turn 5 Motorsports drivers ready to drop the hammer on the gas, and green flag flies here for the feature event at Bark River. Then you can see already fitting all over the 06 In-N-Out Burger machine, and he's looking to take that spot away if he can, try to take that top spot and walk away. The 19 of Bandit close, nipping at the heels. There he is, all over him here halfway through lap number 1. Drivers with a little bit of a fit over that corner. Fitting able to stay with your race leader. First and second all over each other for the time being. Everybody still running on the track. No off-track excursions from anybody so far. Hot and heavy battles back through the field. You can see that for Timothy Lewis trying to make a pass on the 87 of Jason Roumet. Ethan Wilson has some trouble in the 49. He's going to have a little bit of an off-track moment. He'll get it all fixed up and headed back in the right direction. Here we go around some of these, I want to call it the inner corners, but I know that sounds wrong. The final few corners coming up here. Big 90-degree left-hander will go sliding and back through. Coming back to the start-finish line in lap number 1, gonna go in the bag for these drivers. Tommy and scoring going to drop down to the left-hand side of your screen. Follow along. Find your favorite driver here tonight. Sheldon Fittig, your only previous race winner in the field, looking for his second race win. Will he be able to do it, or will one of your other 10 drivers here tonight find a way to victory lane for the first time this season? Already first and second, out to a 2.2 second advantage over that 19 Beef Jerky Unlimited Worn Out Racer sponsored. Number 19 of Bandit running right there in third. Mark Axelson back behind them. There you can see Axelson. He's out in front of Gutman. The 003 running well here tonight. Gutman going to round out your top 5. Frenchie with a fine run here in the Pro Trucks. He's going to sit in 6th. Steve Law back in 7th. 8th place belongs to Ethan Wilson with Timothy Lewis right there in 9th. Jason Rumey rounding out your top 10. As things get a little calmer in the front, we still got action back here in the back. We've got drivers all over each other. Count them out right there. That K&N, the sponsored 46 machine of Frenchie. He's going to have a little bit of a moment here. Steve Law going to look to the outside, look to take the position away. Now down to the inside goes the 49 of Ethan Wilson, trying to bring that K&N sponsored machine back up through the mix. Not going to quite have it just yet, as, man, I'm telling you. 49 of Ethan Wilson making it work, and he's going to find his way up and around and into that 6th spot. Steve Law now going to be listed in 7th with Frenchie right behind him. And the 46 machine, Frenchie dropping a couple spots right back to where he qualified, back to the 8th position once again. Quick laps here tonight for the feature event. 11 laps around this 1.3 mile track. Oh, and the 49 has trouble, gets on the binders and gets it all crossed up. He's going to give up those 2 positions as Steve Law and Frenchie both get by. Meanwhile, front of the field, Shane Donnelly beginning to stretch his legs over this field. Sheldon Fittig now 1.5 seconds back as Donnelly ran the fastest lap of the race last time around, a 14:66 here in race trim for the In-N-Out Burger sponsored 06 of Donnelly. With Donnelly in first, Sheldon Fittig sitting still in that 2nd spot, right where he rolled off after snatching the win in heat race number 2. Started from outside pole position, has kept that spot the entire night. Almost off track there. That could have been bad for that 06. Sheldon Fittig, though, going to stay right there in 2nd, the 19 of Bandit. That worn out racer Beef Jerky Unlimited sponsored chromed out green machine. There you can see him in the background. Love the paint job, love the paint scheme. We'll get back, take a little look here in just a moment, but we're going to go on board. We've got a great onboard camera shot, we do believe, from that left front. Looking back at the drivers, and maybe it's the right. There you go. Thank you, boys. You made me look like a genius. Looking at the man in his office, putting in work right now. Shane Donnelly out there turning some great lap times here at Bark River. We'll take another look back at Mark Axelson now, as Axelson trying to gain some time, trying to run down Bandit in that 19 Beef Jerky Unlimited sponsored Pro 4 truck, but not quite able to get the speed that he needs to run him down. He's losing a little bit of time over the course of the past 2 laps of the 76, fading a little bit when he wants to try to be running. There you can see that 19 Bandit going by. We'll clue in here on this Dodge machine, making his way through the uphill section. Big jump there down into a right-hander. And I'm telling you, he's looking smooth out there in the Pro 4 truck. So, to all the Fittig fans out there in TV land, we do apologize, but I'm surprised to see him running so well. I do believe, openly admitting throughout the course of the first few weeks, Fittig, not necessarily a dirt guy, and definitely not necessarily a Pro 4 stadium truck type of guy, but here he is having a fine run after being Just inside the top 5 in the speed charts for Happy Hour. He had a great qualifying effort in an amazing run in heat race number 2. Snatching the heat race number 2 win, and there he is now trying to hound your race leader. Was down 1.5. He's brought it back to under 1 second. So again, Fiddick, if he can stay smooth, he's got the speed and he's got the pace. Will we see a battle for your race win before the end of the night with just 6 laps remaining? Here from Bark River, the laps are clicking off at a fast pace. Drivers going at it here. Fiddick trying to run him down. Can he get the Reloptix.com 41 to victory lane? As we've already said here tonight, these drivers going through various different tracks and various different machines. Next week we'll be heading to Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we're going to the Rally Cross track. That's right, you heard it right. A little bit of a tune-up session for these guys, I guess, here in the Pro 4 trucks tonight. We're going to be heading in the Rally Cross cars to the Rally Cross long course at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So there you go. Yet again, another different machine for these guys to try to tackle and try to perfect in a short amount of time. We're going to go from the ARCA machines to the USF 2000s to Tour Mods. How about these Pro 4 trucks, the Rally Cross cars as well, coming up here in this short, quick 16 race season. We're going to head back into the open wheel machines when we head to Gateway on the 15th later on this month. And a quick trip right back into these Pro 4 trucks. So one of the drivers going to get a little taste of it early and a little taste of it late in the season. And we'll have to wait to see how it all shakes out, how it all runs down over the course of the next 11 weeks. Drivers vying for the Turn 5 Motorsports Championship Trophy. And how about this? We've got lap traffic ahead of your race leaders. That is the 87 Hooters machine of Jason Roumet. He's going to move right to the high side, right out next to those barriers and bricks, and he's going to fall 1 lap down as we cross the line with 4 to go. Great action here at the front of the field, but we don't want to miss the action in the back. Let's go back here. We'll take a look at these two having at it with each other. TRD Toyota sponsored 003 of Gutman. He's got some company Steve Law all over him. Let's take a look off. But do believe we've got it. Let's see if we do. There it is, taking a look off of the tail end of this 003. He's hanging out sideways, and Steve Law comes sliding through. Yet another great look into the office of these drivers as they race hard here, back for that 5th and 6th position. What happened at the front? Oh no, Sheldon Fiddick has had some trouble. We're going to look. We're going to go back. Let's check the replay. Let's see what happened here with Fiddick back on lap number 8. There he is coming through the corner trying to chase after your race leader. Up over the hill, and here we go. I believe he may hit the curb, and there it is. A little bit of a rollover. He'll do it twice. A little bit of Tootsie Roll action there for the Beef Jerky Unlimited Reloptix.com Chevy Pro 4 Stadium machine. Fiddick with a double barrel roll, and he'll fire things back off and head back in the right direction. We'll jump back live once again. Battle on track between the 6 and the 003, still going at it. Shane Donnelly now stepping away with 3 to go. 2 when we cross the line this time around. Hot and heavy action is, though, right here for that final spot inside the top 5. Donnelly walking away with a 5-second advantage over Fiddick, as Bandit still sits in that 3rd spot, just kind of stagnant, unable to make any headway right here. Bandit gonna stay in that third spot, and Mark Axelson in a solid fourth position with 2 to go this time around. Popsicle Sticks gonna go on display for your field as they make their way across the start-finish line. And oh no, Gutman gonna go for a big tumble. Oh my God, how many times can you flip? Goodness gracious. Let's go back. Let's see if we can count them here. He's going to come across the start-finish line here to take 2 to go. Up over the corner, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rolls. Oh my gosh. That's got to knock you a little bit senseless there. Get you a little bit unbalanced, equilibrium going a little bit askew after a big-time barrel roll late in the race here tonight. That's going to put an end to the top 5 attempt for that 003 of Gutman. They were going at it, but unable to continue that battle after a big barrel roll. Gutman going to lose some ground, lose some positions, but we'll watch this In-N-Out Burger number 06 of Shane Donnelly come across the start-finish line. White flag flies, a final lap here from Bark River. A little bit of wheelie action up over the corner. And there you can see Sheldon Fiddick. He's still in the picture. He's still in the mix. One big mistake here by your race leader, and Fiddick is going to be right there all over him, looking to capitalize on the mistake, but he's been mistake-free all night long ever since they unloaded that 06 machine. He's been in and out of these corners without any trouble. A little bit of a pun on the name, yes, I know, but the In-N-Out Burger machine absolutely lights out here tonight. Head and shoulders above the field. He'll come around the final few corners here, and we'll get ready for the checkered flag to fly. Getting into some of the final few chicanes coming up right here. Just a handful of corners left, about 4 corners left. He'll slide through the left-hand corner, up over the jumps, and around once again, coming to the stripe. Checkered flag in hand for the boss man at the flag stand, and it's gonna go to the 06 of Shane Donnelly. Gonna take the top spot here from Bark River. Donnelly gonna finish in first. Sheldon Fiddick back in second. Bandit gonna roll off the racetrack in third. Great run by your top 3. Mark Axelson back in fourth. 5th place belongs to Steve Law. Gutman back in 6th, and Frenchie gonna roll home in 7th. Great run by all of these drivers here tonight at Bark River. And well, with that being said, we're gonna take a moment, get set up for the post-race show. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back track side here from Bark River at the conclusion of tonight's feature event here in the Turn 5 Motorsports the season, and drivers getting after it, getting on it, and getting a little dirty here tonight. We're going to get a little closer to your top three finishers. Let's see if we can't get a few words in with the man that finished in third on the podium here tonight and walking away with that third place in the 19 Machine Bandit. It's Dave. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
I can't complain. If I did, wouldn't matter, and who would listen, right? You know?
That's right.
Well, first and foremost, I want to congratulate you on a great feature event finish, but a great battle there in heat race number 2. Walk us through a little bit of what it was like to ride around in the truck. I know you weren't just riding. It looks like a lot of work.
Yeah, it was. I actually put in a lot of practice, and by the time race come around, I was pretty well wore out. These trucks are really hard to keep control of if you get them out of shape on the jumps, for sure.
Yeah, it seemed like some of the trouble here tonight was on landing of some of those jumps. Is there a way to maybe manipulate the way that you can land? Can you give it a little more throttle in the air, or does that really not matter?
A little throttle in the air doesn't help as much as brake. You can hit the brake and it'll kind of nose it down. Best way to keep the front end up is if you got anything left in it, right when you hit the jump, you can give it a goose, and it'll help keep it straight on the landing. But don't usually work like that.
All right. Well, do you think there's anything you can take from here? We're going to be visiting another Pro 4 Stadium truck track here in the next handful of weeks. We're going to be heading to Crandon. Do you think there's anything you can take away from this race and maybe apply it to next week at the rally course, or maybe even when we head to Crandon?
Yeah, I'm going to watch Shane a little closer.
Need a bigger rear view mirror, huh? Do these
Yeah.
things even have rear views?
They do. I don't know if they do in real life, but we got our virtual mirrors, obviously. Some of us are running VR, like myself, so it comes in real handy in VR.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Bandit, again, congratulations on a great night here tonight in the Turn 5 Motorsports. Race number 5 here at Bark River. Before we let you go, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsors, Beef Jerky Unlimited, Victory Sim, I should say, and Worn Out Racers.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on the great run and great finish, and we'll see when we can catch up with you again.
All right, thank you, Dave. Have a good evening.
All right, there you go. Final words from the man that walks away in third, and there you heard it from the man himself. He's going to have to keep an eye on Sheldon Fittig. And speaking of Fittig, we're going to move right into his pit stall. We're going to see if we can't catch in a word or two with the man himself in that Reloptix.com Pro 4 truck. Sheldon, it's Dave. How you feeling after a fine second place?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was, I was out there. Shane is, he helps me a lot driving. He's a professional, and he's taught me a lot in this truck over the last couple years. So I was happy to be on his tail and putting the pressure on.
Well, you were definitely on his tail, definitely putting the pressure on. But let's talk about it, man. What happened, man? You look like a Tootsie Roll in a blender. What went on there?
Yeah, that was one of those instances where I got on the brakes a little bit hard, and these trucks, when you get on the brakes and if you're sideways at all, it kind of dives, and it dove to the right, and I just caught that berm on the right side, and over she went 2 times. I was glad it was still in the right direction when I hit the wheels, and I just hammered the throttle. I'm like, well, now I got some work to do to try to catch back up.
Yeah, indeed, a little bit of time lost, but you were able to gain a little bit of it back. So you got to put that in your bag of tricks for a little bit later on when we head to Crandon. Want to congratulate you on the heat race number 2 win that you were able to grab away in the final lap. Do you think? And we asked Bandit this question, so we're going to ask you as well. Do you think there's anything you can take away from the track here tonight? Maybe apply it to the rally course race coming up next week at Atlanta, or when we head to Crandon or back in the rally course race again at Sonoma, do you think there's any similar characteristics that you may be able to utilize?
Oh, absolutely. Realistically, the Rallycross and these Pro 4 trucks drive very similar. The Rallycross cars, obviously, they're a little bit more whippy with the short wheelbase, but it's really all about trying to be as straight as possible and keep the wheel spin down as much as you can. You know, for me, my pedals have wheel spin vibrators on them, so I know when when they really start whipping, I know I got to do something to get the traction back down on the track so I can get that feedback in my feet to know when I'm losing traction a lot. You know, you want to be in a controlled slide around those corners, and the rallycross cars and these Pro 4 trucks are really the same principle applies. You know, trying to stay up a gear. You want to stay in a higher gear just so you don't have quite as much power, but you try to get the torque down to the track and just keep her going forward. So there's definitely similarities between the two vehicles.
Feel it in your feet. That I think that is one of the better quotes I've ever heard. Get the feeling in the feet. I love it. I like it, man. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good one. I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna keep that for myself.
perfect.
No copyright on it yet, so it's mine now, my man. Now, all jokes aside, a heck of a run here, coming into a little bit of an unknown track, an unknown truck for you guys here in the Turn 5 Motorsports, but still a fine showing, Sheldon. So before we let you go here and celebrate your second place, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Absolutely, Dave. Thank you for doing these broadcasts. We greatly appreciate you and everything that Turn 3 does for us. Obviously, my boys at Reloptix and Beef Jerky Unlimited. If you got yourself a VR and you wear glasses, get to reloptix.com. Get yourself some lens inserts. They are phenomenal. Believe me, they are better than anything you can do. Don't wear your glasses in your VR. Go to Reloptix. Everybody loves beef jerky. Go to beefjerkyunlimited.com, get yourself an order set up, use the Turn 5 all capital promo code, get yourself 15% off, get some jerky from Tommy D. It's fantastic. Other than that, thanks to everybody watching, everybody who's around, who races with us. We have a good time here, and it's look forward to next week and doing it again.
Absolutely. We can't wait till we hit the rally course as well. And Sheldon, again, my man, congratulations on the heat race win. Congratulations with second place here tonight. We'll see if you can parlay this into another podium finish next week. But until then, stay safe and keep it fast. All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the man that walked away in second here tonight. Sheldon Fittig going to have a fine showing. He'll finish first in heat race number 2, and he'll walk away in second in the feature event tonight, and that's going to move us right along in the running order. We're going to try to catch up with the man himself. That absolutely put a hurting on the field, walked away with the pole position in qualifying, won heat race number 1, and won the feature event here tonight inside of his In-N-Out Burger 06. Shane, it's Dave. Have you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, my man. A great show here tonight. Great run for you and your entire crew. How are you able to be that fast in this truck at this track?
I just love these trucks, man. I think it's the ultimate driving right here. It takes a lot of car control, and I just love driving them more than anything, honestly.
Now, you look like you really did look like a pro in these things. Are these trucks something that you're very familiar with? How familiar are you with them? Do you think when we head to Crandon here, I believe in about 3 to 4 weeks, do you think you may be able to put that 06 machine back in victory lane?
I would love to put this '06 machine back up there, but I think I'm going to be out of town for that. So I do know that Sheldon kept me honest out there. He ran a hell of a race behind me. Uh, it was just about making no mistakes, you know. He was on it the whole time. and the pressure was there. It was incredible.
Well, you swept the points tonight as we came to you. You heard us talking about it. You grabbed the pole position. You won your heat race. You won the feature event. Swept the night away. How good of a feeling is it to know that when you unload, you've got one of the you got a good machine under you, and you definitely are a good driver. So how good does it feel to unload and be that quick?
It's the best feeling in the world to put the thing on top and come out of the, like you said, out of the trailer and be fast. There's no better feeling, and to have to earn it, only makes it better, honestly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Shane, again, congratulations on everything you were able to do here tonight. Congratulations on the pole, the heat win, and most importantly, the feature event checkered flag here tonight from Bark River. But before we let you go and celebrate here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
I'd like to give a shout out to Beef Jerky Unlimited and Reloptix for making this happen. It's a great opportunity to get out here and cut some laps and have a lot of fun with great drivers.
All right, well, Shane, my man, excuse me, congratulations once again, and we'll look forward to trying to catch up with you here in the next handful of weeks. Have some safe travels when you're out of town, because we want to see you back on track, and we'll see if we can talk to you in Victory Lane.
I'm looking forward to getting back. Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from Shane Donnelly, a little bit modest in his interview, unloaded ultra fast, was just lights out in the perfection department here tonight. Gave up a little bit of ground here and there during the feature event, but fortunately was able to walk away with the checkered flag. Shane Donnelly going to top them all, and he's going to put the field on notice. You better start practicing, because when we get back in these machines, he may be the one that you gotta use the measuring stick for. Shane Donnelly going to walk away with the top spot here tonight with the race win here from Bark River. And just like that, that's going to pretty much do it for us. We're going to begin to cut off the lights and roll up the cords. But before we do, we want to give a big shout out to Beef Jerky Unlimited coming on board, sponsoring the event here tonight from Bark River, as well as being one of the title sponsors here this season, as mentioned by a few of the drivers. You can look down in the description as well. Head on over to beefjerkyunlimited.com at checkout. Be sure you put turn 5. That's right, turn 5 in that discount coupon space. Get yourself a 15% discount on all the great beef jerky over there at beefjerkyunlimited.com. Also want to give a big shout out to Reloptix.com. If you're running a VR, doesn't matter, and you need prescription lenses, look to Reloptix.com to solve all your squinting and eye troubles. They've got some great accessories to go on every one of your VR machines, so check them out as well. You can find a link down in the description for them as well. And man, that's pretty much going to do it. Won a race here tonight from Bark River in the Pro 4 trucks. We're going to go ahead and run down your unofficial race results here tonight for race number 5 in the Turn 5 Motorsports Reloptix.com and Beef Jerky Unlimited sponsored season. Shane Donnelly going to take the checkered flag with Sheldon Fittig back in second. Bandit and that 19 rounds out your podium spots. Mark Axelson, Steve Law, and the 003 of Gutman back in 6th. Frenchie going to take home 7th with Timothy Lewis back in 8th. 9th place belongs to the 49 of Ethan Wilson. Jason Remay back in 10th. And 11th to Tommy D. Trumbull getting out on the track here tonight, and Tommy D going to walk away with 11th place points here tonight. And that's going to do it for your unofficial race results. But before we go here tonight, if you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Join us in that push to 3,000. And as we've already said, show them some love. Drop these guys that thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends. And until next time, we'll meet ya in Turn 3.